excuse the state of me. I'm here to update you on my fearless reading vlog. I am due to go to Dublin tomorrow because the Queen herself, Lauren Roberts, is going to be in Dublin. And you may think, Jordyn, that means you must have finished Fearless if you're going. I still have, according to my Kindle, I have 7 hours left. Now, the only thing I will say is the bus gets me to Dublin like 3 hours before the event even starts, and the travel is 3 hours. So I have all my travel day tomorrow to read it. But so far, I am loving it. So far, I am absolutely eating it up. Eating it up. I have no clue where it's going to go. I have no clue. I'm like, what's going to be the end? I feel like someone is going to die, but I don't know who. Because my cousin did message me when I told her I was reading Fearless, and she was like, have you read Powerful? And I was like, yeah, why? I was like, is there something? She was like, I'm just asking, but that gave me a hint that something is up. So yeah. It is currently 11:45 on the 1st of May. This time tomorrow I will have seen Lauren Roberts in person and will be on my way home, and hopefully will have finished it. I might film some sprints or something. I might film when I'm on the bus. I don't know. It depends if I have someone sitting next to me or not. But I will come back to you when I get a bit further. I'm 25% in. So when I get to maybe the 50% mark, I'll check back in again, and then again at 75, and then we'll be finished. Morning, everyone. If you're seeing this, you're probably like, oh my god, Jordyn, you got to the 50% mark of Fearless. I didn't. I'm only on 31%. I go to see Lauren Roberts today. I am currently, wait now, I'll show you my outfit. I'll probably end up changing it, but I'm trying to give Peyton grey. I want to give Peyton grey. I have this dress here that I may put on instead, but I'm just going to wear this one while getting ready, because I need to leave my house at 11:30, and it's currently 10:05, so I need to get ready. So I have about 6.5 hours left in the book, which is perfect because of the travel. Wear shorts underneath, and I just feel I'll be comfier overall, especially travelling back, because I won't get back to Cork till like 2 a.m. tonight. So I think this may be the option, but that's my little update on my reading. So I'm going to get ready, head to the bus in town, and then I will let you know what my thoughts are. Obviously, I'm going to finish it before the event. Like, there is literally no choice. I don't have a choice. I have to finish it before the event, or else I might as well have, I will have travelled to Dublin for nothing. So I am under pressure now, because this is going to test how fast my reading skills are. But reading to the 30% last night, the first trial was really interesting. I don't know if I said this was going to be spoilers or non-spoilers, but you know what? Okay, I'm going to go spoilers. I'm going to go spoilers because why not? So we have Peyton. She's going through her trials. They're making her go through her trials again to prove that she can be Queen of Ilia. Kit, I hate so much. I just don't like him. I don't feel like his character development is going anywhere so far. Now, that could change, look, depending on where the story goes. But so far, not a huge fan of Kit. I wasn't really the whole series anyway. I was always more going for Kai. I love Kai so much. This book, he's just down bad, lads. I just love him so much. So yeah, that's my updates thus far. 31% in. It said I had about 6 hours last night when I went to sleep. So I'm going to get ready, get to Cork. Hopefully I'll have some time before the bus to read, and then literally it'll be the only thing I can read. I might read it on my iPad actually, because it's saying it's longer because of my Kindle on my Mac Green Kindle, because it's smaller, the screen's smaller. So I think if I read it on my iPad, it'll be bigger. I don't know if that's the way it works, but
I'll keep you updated anyway. I'm just rambling on now.
sketch out like the most crude, horrible drawing of what I wanted the cover to be. And I mean, it's a horrible drawing, but it does look exactly like the cover. I worked with a freelance artist, and she was fantastic.
I do not wish to give a spoiler, but I will express with a code word that some people will understand, some people will not, what I wish for the next novelty by saying my code word, ginger snap.
Different. It's kind of like an eagle's eye view. And this is a little vague, but if you take a look at it, you'll see there's some new things on there. There's definitely more to explore. And I'm excited to kind of stick in this romantic genre for a while. For like months, I've been trying to get an answer of like who, and this is the question every time, is like who's hot enough to play Kai? And it keeps me up at night. I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't picture actors in my brain. Again, it's just like delusions, like really hot delusions. And so Kai, I'm like, I'm not quite sure. Hayden, she's in good hands. Like, I say this all the time, that there's so many gorgeous actresses, like, she will be fine. I'm not worried about it. I do have an answer for Kit. I have an idea. And it is Nicholas Galitzine.
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so glad. You guys seem excited about it.
Hello everyone. I'm whispering because it is currently 2 in the morning. And I'm just back from Dublin. From the Lauren Roberts event, so I thought we could debrief. Ooh, sorry. I thought we could debrief while I take my makeup off, because not only did I go up to Dublin to see Lauren Roberts, I also finished Fearless, which I've been recording a reading vlog for. So Fearless, I finished it, and I predicted it. I knew it was going to happen. I knew she was going to kill him off. I knew it. Am I upset about it? Kinda. Not really, because I feel like he was redeeming himself for me, and then by the end of it I was like, oh, that redemption is gone, Kit. I think if I can see if I can find it. I'm sure I said in one of these clips when I first started reading it that I think it's going to be Kit. I said I think that she was leading up this book to have a big character death, and I had a feeling that Kit was going to be the character that took the L, and he did, and rightfully so, because so help me God, if Kai had tried to kill himself for Kit, I'd have been fiercely annoyed. So I finished Fearless 5 minutes before Lauren Roberts came onto stage. 5 minutes I finished it. To then find out that they were doing it non-spoilers. They weren't talking about what was happening in Fearless. So they didn't talk about it at all. And I literally had one question that I wanted to ask, but when I found out it was non-spoilers, I couldn't ask it. I didn't get to ask a question. I wasn't picked, unfortunately, but my friend Emma was. She was picked, and we were at different sides of the room, and I just remember just going, I turned to the person next to me who I was friendly with, which was Lauren, and I was like, that's Emma. I knew her voice straight away. So yeah, Emma got to ask a question, which is really, really cool. It was actually really, really nice as well, because when I was standing in the queue waiting to get my books, I waited in the queue to get my signed editions. One of the members of the marketing team in Easons came up to me and was like, "Are you Jordyn?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, I'm Easons. I'm the one that you've been messaging with, because the other day I posted on my story that I wasn't going to go to the event because I was going by myself, and Easons messaged me being like, "Girl, you need to go." So I did. So overall, I am very, very happy with the ending of the series. As Lauren Roberts says herself, the book is meant to be ambiguous. You aren't meant to have all the answers by the end of it, because, and she has confirmed this, she has said this to the world, so I'm not
I'm not telling you something that you don't already know, but she will be releasing 2 more novellas. I think 2 more. I saw, well, at our event tonight, she said 1. And I saw from a previous event, she said that she was actually doing 2 more novellas. So I don't know, but she confirmed 1 tonight anyway at our event. She is just the sweetest, guys. Like, she's so lovely. She's so wholesome, and she's just one of us. She's a book girly through and through. It was just a really interesting experience. I've never been to an event like that where the author's just sitting there and people are asking them questions. It's normally like a signing or a meet and greet and all that stuff. So it was really interesting to me. I'm so glad I went. I got to meet Lauren, who I hadn't met before. I got to meet Emma, who lives in Cork, who I hadn't met before, and we actually got the bus back together, which was lovely. I got to meet Shannon for the first time as well in Dublin. I got to meet like 3 or 4 people, which was lovely. It was lovely to meet other bookish people. And then on to the main event. I had to pick up Powerless because Powerless is my favourite. Powerless will always be my favourite. It'll be the one that started it all. She didn't sign them up there. They were all pre-signed because she pre-signed them before the event. So I got Powerless because I love Powerless so much. I loved it. And I got Fearless in the hardback, which is signed also by Lauren. And there's a bonus chapter in this edition. It's an exclusive Easons edition with an exclusive chapter. I haven't read the exclusive chapter yet, but I know whose point of view it's from. It's from a character that we haven't got their point of view before, which is really, really interesting. But I don't know how I feel now that it's over. The only thing I will say, as I said at the start of this clip, that it was a non-spoiler event, which I really, really respect. I think fair play to them for being really respectful towards readers who maybe hadn't gotten the chance to read it yet. I do think that's quite amazing, and that's quite, fair play to them. But it just annoyed me a little bit because, sorry, I'm just getting my skincare. It annoyed me just a little bit because I had rushed the book. So basically, I only started like 2 days ago. And what I did was, I read, like, I had read like 20, 25, 26% of it. And then I was like, you know what now? I won't read any more. I'll read it all on the bus on the way up. And I was like, that is fine. I literally finished 5 minutes before. I would have kept it for a bit longer. I think I would have delayed it a little bit. But I don't even know what to rate it. I don't know how to feel because it's just felt like a fever dream. I was 100% a 5 stars. And when was it that I kind of was like, when I knew from the get-go that Peyton was somehow related to the king. I just had a feeling. Not related, but that like it was alluded to that they were going to be related. Then you get that they were alluded to that they were going to be related, but it wasn't actually him he was related to. It was the mind reader. That's what annoyed me a little bit. I was like, okay, we could have just revealed one rather than the other. But see, and then in saying that, the whole rest of the turn of events wouldn't worked out the way it did if they didn't do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to process it. I literally had no time at all to process the book. Like, I was sitting around everyone when like Kit died, when I read that Kit died, even though I knew it was coming because I predicted it. But I was literally sitting around loads of people and I was like, I can't cry here, because I was really sad, and it was really sad to see how much it affected Kai. And as Lauren said tonight, Lauren, as if I'm on a first name basis with her. As Lauren said tonight, she purposefully made their relationship so deep because she said it's always the romances that are featured, it's always the couples that are featured, but she was like, she wanted to feature a true proper romance of the two brothers, siblings who actually love each other and care about each other. So yeah, I loved their relationship in this. I loved Kai in this book. Like, obviously this is full spoilers, so if you're going into this and you have not read, this is full spoilers, so it doesn't matter if you're here, you've read Powerful, sorry, because I, like, my cousin had messaged me about 3 or 4 days after it released, being like, have you read Powerful? And I was like, yeah, why? I was like, if you turn around and you tell me Adina's not dead and she's actually still alive, I'll snap. And she was like, I'm telling you nothing. So it's not to do with that, but it does play quite a big role. Powerful, the events in Powerful and the characters that we meet in Powerful. Why can't I just? I keep forgetting I'm doing it's spoilers, so I can say things. Mac plays a huge role in one of the trials that Peyton has to do, and I so respect him for not killing her, and I could so see it. It was so... the imagery I felt when reading this book was unbelievable. Like, I was reading it on the bus. I was reading it in McDonald's. I was reading it in the National Gallery of Ireland or the National Art Museum, whatever that is. I was on the grounds there reading it. You'll see if you watch the vlog, if you've gotten this far. I was reading it there. I was reading it walking to the hotel. I was reading it sitting in the hotel. I was reading it standing in the queue to buy Fearless. I was reading it sitting down waiting for Lauren Roberts to come out. My whole day has been spent reading it. And I don't know how to process. So this is just my update for this evening. I have been rambling on for 11 minutes now, and it's 2:15 in the morning. It was so worth it though. I was so happy when one of the Easons workers came up to me and was like, "Are you Jordyn?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was saying, "Was I happy I came?" And I was very happy I came. And I got to sit with Emma on the way back on the bus, which was lovely then as well. And then it was just all so lovely. It was just all such a wholesome day. Like, it was long. Do not get me wrong. I left my house at 11:30 today, and it's now 2 o'clock in the morning. So it was a long day. It 100% was the longest day I've had in a while. And I am feeling it now. My stomach is very, very bad. My stomach is actually not great at all since getting off my stomach doesn't do well during travelling regardless, but obviously if you've been around, you know that I had a surgery about 5 weeks ago, so my stomach is still kind of adjusting, and I think it was just the sitting in the confined space for so long that kind of set my stomach over the edge, so I do not feel the best now, but I know it was so worth it because this was a once in a lifetime opportunity that like I'm never ever going to get again. And so like thank you to Easons for convincing me to go. But I may check back in the morning when I'm a bit more alive, but that's just my update. Finished Fearless, love it. Don't know what I'm going to give for a rating, but absolutely had the best day, and it's something that I can look back on in like 10 years, 15 years, however many years, and say that I did it. So I'm proud of myself for that. So I shall talk to you. I might update you tomorrow. I might not, because I feel like I've kind of said everything here. Might come back with more like concise thoughts tomorrow when I actually sit down and can like get through all the information that I have been given, because I read like 400 of 598 pages of the book today. So I'll come back to you in the morning with a more. I'm going to look back on this and it's going to make no sense. I'm going to bed. I'm not going to bore you anymore. Goodbye. Bye. Hi everyone. I am alive. I don't know how. I didn't get to sleep till about 4 a.m. and then I had a nap about an hour ago. So I'm finally rejuvenated, revitalised, and I have settled on a rating for Fearless. I am giving it 5 stars. The more I thought back on it, like, I woke up and I was thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about the story. I cannot stop thinking about the ending and how things were revealed to us and how the world is essentially done. I just can't believe that we've gotten to the end and like we now know the true like plot of everything and what the whole purpose of this whole story was. But yesterday it was just such a surreal experience. It was one of the best days I've ever had. So much so that I've booked another author event and I'm flying to London by myself to go to it. Because I think these events are just brilliant. I think I'm going to go to as many as I can because I don't want to look back in like 15 years time and be like, I should have done that. I should have went to that. So thank you to Lorna from the Easons marketing team for making me see that. I can go by myself and I will still be fine. So as I said, I met Lauren. I sat with Lauren and Sophie, and so I sat with them throughout the event, which was lovely. Then I walked with them to their buses/trains. Then I went back and I met Emma, and me and Emma got the bus home together, which was lovely. It was really, really nice. And then drove away home and got home at 2 o'clock and I was delirious and my stomach was not great. But I'm fine now, thank bloody God. Travel just doesn't suit my body, like long travel. So for this author event in London, I've decided I'm going to go over the day before and fly back the day after to give myself time to actually rest. But it was so lovely to see Lauren Roberts in person. She is such a cutie. She is so sweet. Obviously didn't get to meet her or anything, but it was still amazing to be in the same room as her. And I have 2 signed books now, which I showed you last night. So yeah, I've settled on a 5-star rating for this. It was a great finale to the series, I won't lie. I think it was very, very well done. I think because she said yesterday when she was talking about it that like you're meant to be confused, and there's some things I am still confused about. Obviously, like, who the fuck's Kai's dad? Why did the king give Ava the plague? Loads of things. Why is Peyton powerless? Why did she not get a power if she came from 2 such powerful people? And yeah, that's just like, they're my questions to Lauren Roberts. But she did say we're getting another novella, and she said she can say it because it's approved. There is going to be another novella. And someone asked the question yesterday, is it going to be a prequel? And she got kind of nervous, I won't lie. So I'm thinking it could be a prequel and we might get like origin stories of some of the parents, which I'm hoping for, especially for Adam Gray. I'd love to know what his perspective was of the resistance, because he obviously thought he was fighting a very different fight to what Callum led him to believe. And I just loved it. It was brilliant. The only thing I will say is I wish I didn't have to rush it the way I did, which is through no fault of my own, because I just assumed that they'd be talking about the storylines that happened. I assumed they'd be not full spoilers, but I assumed that they'd be talking about Fearless more, as in like the content of it, but they didn't, which is fine. I do wish I had a few more days just to like slowly get my way through it, but I'm happy to say Fearless is a 5 stars. I was kind of sitting on a 4.75 last night, and then I was like, do you know what? No, it was a 5 stars. Like, I couldn't put it down. I wanted to know what happened. Now, the only thing I will say is I did find, not that it was predictable, but as it started alluding to stuff, and it's probably meant to be that way, as she was alluding to, let's say, Adam not being Peyton's father. And then when they started talking about the king losing someone, I was like, that's his daughter.
That's his daughter. I know it. I knew Kit was going to die. I know people seem to be very shocked by that, but like, I'm not. I thought Kit's story's over. There's nothing really left to tell. And also, she couldn't kill Kai and Peyton. Now, in saying that, wouldn't have been surprised if she did, because she did scare us there for a minute. I genuinely did think he was dead. But it was just brilliant. It was a brilliant event, brilliant book. I'll insert some clips of the event that I did take at the end. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my fearless reading vlog / going to see Lauren Roberts, and I hope you enjoyed Fearless. I want the comments to be spoiler free, please, as possible. Please do not be spoiling it for anyone else in the comments, because I would hope, like, if you're watching this video, you're watching it because you read it, not because you haven't. So if you haven't read it, please don't watch this. Please don't watch this, because it's going to spoil it for you, because I kind of went back and forth between spoilers and non-spoilers throughout the whole video, to be quite honest. But please, just please, keep the comments spoiler free for people who haven't read it yet. If you want to discuss it, you can always DM me or on any of my socials, which I will leave below in the description. You can always get on to me through there. And we can talk all things Fearless, but please keep the comments as spoiler free, please. I keep saying please, but yeah, so thank you so much for coming along with me. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next one.